What's going on, you beautiful people? We are back with another Ultimate Team video, and today we are going through some of the players this season in the Barclays Premier League that deserve a downgrade. Now, this ain't attacking any team in particular, but there does feature maybe 3 or 4 Chelsea players in this team due to the fact that they won the season last year and they have been very poor this season. So no hate, it's just an opinion video. If you have any suggestions on what players you think have not performed this season, put it in the comment section down below. Without further ado, let's get into this one. The first player we've got is Tim Howard. Potentially lost his starting 11 place to Joleon Lescott in the Everton side, and he's just not been very good this season. When I've seen him play, he's looked a bit shaky in net. Looks like a bit of a liability at the back. You know, I've got him down from 80 to 78. What do Everton fans think? Do you think Joleon Lescott is the new #1 goalkeeper? And do you think Tim Howard does deserve the downgrade? After coming off the back of an incredible World Cup, we don't know. Next player we do have is Rojo. Now, a Manchester United player that I just don't feel has lived up to the expectations since he's joined the club. He's been one of the worst signings United have made. And, you know, many people are going to be jumping to his defence. But when you look at it, Rojo has not been good. He really hasn't. I'd much prefer Chris Smalling and Phil Jones at the back for Manchester United than Rojo. Even Daley Blind has done a better job than Rojo at centre-back, and that is saying something. Next one we do have is John Terry, one of the best defenders in the league last year, but this season he's been not really playing that much, and it looks like his Chelsea career is looking like it's coming to an end, unfortunately. Not the best of years for him, but hopefully he's still a top-notch defender and move to another club and do very well there. Next player we do have is Mertesacker. Now, this is probably where all the hate is going to come from all the Arsenal fans, but hear me out. He has just not been that great this season. I'm sure Arsenal fans would pretty much prefer having Koscielny and Gabriel at the back than Mertesacker and Koscielny, or Mertesacker and Gabriel. I'm sure I might be wrong, but I just don't think he lives up to that 83 centre-back rating. 81, yeah, it's still a decent rating. So, what do you guys think? Mertesacker, does he deserve to be 83 rated or 81 like I put him down to? Next one I do have is Bastian Schweinsteiger. Now, a player I never thought in a million years I would downgrade, but he just hasn't had the impact you'd expect him to have in the Barclays Premier League. He's still undoubtedly a world-class player, but I just don't think he's adapted to the Barclays Premier League well, and I think that we'll see him get a downgrade this season. I really do like Bastian Schweinsteiger, but I think it's inevitable it's going to happen. Next player we do have is Samir Nasri, a player that has absolutely gone stale at Manchester City. He needs to leave them to revitalise his career. He should have left them in January or even in the summer, at the start of the season, because my word, this boy, he's not going to make the Euros, and he's a game changer when he's on form, but he's just not going to make the Euros, and his career's just gone downhill. Next one I do have is Memphis Depay, a player that unfairly might be put into this one. He's still very young, he's still adapting to the league, but he is coming with all the hype. I've only downgraded by 1, but he's coming with all the hype, and he just hasn't delivered this season. Next season is a very big season, a big test for him. It'll be interesting to see how he actually does do. But you can't argue he is into an FA Cup semi-final with United, but he didn't play. So what do we think about that one, guys? Next one I do have is Eden Hazard, probably the biggest disappointment of the season this year. Going from player of the year to having one of the worst seasons he's ever had. I don't know if he wants to leave Chelsea, I don't know if he's trying to force a move away. We'll just have to wait and see, but that is a very poor on Eden Hazard's, on his watch, because he is a really good player, but he just simply has not performed. Next one we do have is Christian Benteke, arrived for a massive free to Liverpool. Hope he was going to set the world like he did at Aston Villa, but unfortunately he has not done any of that. No, a few bright sparks, the overhead kick against Manchester United, but unfortunately he hasn't done enough to keep that 82 grade, and I'll put him down to 81. Romelu Lukaku, his Belgian counterpart, is absolutely outperforming every single platform. Next one I do have is Wayne Rooney. Now, injury has been a big hit on Wayne Rooney this season, and I think we could see him get downgraded. But not even that, he went on a goal drought, he just hasn't performed very well. For country, he's decent, he's a leader, but I think he's a player that's already hit his prime, and a player that is just going to be decreasing from now on. I put him down to 84 rated. I know that's going to get a lot of hate, but that's how I feel about Wayne Rooney. Next one I do have is Falcao, a player that he feels sorry for. He needs a move back to La Liga or Ligue 1. BPL's just not working out for him. He's ruined his career going to Manchester United and Chelsea. Just isn't getting the game time. He just can't adapt to the league. He needs to go back to foreign lands and hopefully get his career back together. But I do feel sorry for Falcao, because he was the best striker in the world, or assumed to be the best striker in the world at one point. But unfortunately, it's not anymore. Next player we do have is another Chelsea player, is Loic Remy. Hasn't featured much this season, should have left in January or in the summer, because he's just not getting game time. Pato's ahead of him. You know, even Falcao, you could probably argue, might be ahead of him. Costa, he's just not going to get into the team. Kennedy, Traore. Look, Grimley's got to leave Chelsea. Next one I do have is Matteo Darmian. A bit of an unfair one. He had a really good start to the season, but since he's come back from injury, been very poor, and cost was the main cause for Tottenham beating them 3-0. What do you think about Matteo Darmian? Does he deserve the downgrade? Next one I do have is Jack Wilshere. Been out for most of the season with injury, and if he makes the Euro, it's going to be a joke, to be fair. Hasn't played at all this season, but he's a player that will probably just walk into that Euro team. What do you think about Jack Wilshere, guys? Next one we do have is Francesc Fabregas. My word. I'm only downgraded by 1 because purely since Gus Hiddink's come in, he's actually had a really good season. Start of the season, he was abysmal, and he seems to have picked up a little bit. You know, obviously the 2 goals against West Ham is always a bonus, but says Fabregas, I don't think he deserves maybe a too harsh of a downgrade, so I kept him at 85. Next one to have is Mikel Arteta, a player that is just not playing for Arsenal. He's supposed to be their captain. Injuries have obviously made his season a little bit difficult to get into, but I just don't think he's got the quality to break into that Arsenal team anymore, and I put him down to 79 rated. Next one I do have is Wilfred Bonny, another player whose career is going a little bit stale at City. Needs to get a move to probably a mid-table or a higher up the table BPL club where he can set the world alight again. Unfortunately, he is behind in the pecking order, I believe, with Ian Nacho too, so Wilfred Bonny, he's got no choice but to leave Manchester City, I do believe, and revitalise his career. Next one we do have is Salomon Rondon, arrived from Zenit St. Petersburg, I do believe, to West Bromwich Albion. Everyone thought he was going to be an absolute beast, get a few goals, but been a bit lacklustre, to be fair. Next one I do have is Alex Song of West Ham United, a player that arrived from Barcelona last season at West Ham. He was on fire. Dropped off a little bit at the end of the season, but you know, we accepted that. Getting to the second season, he's been absolutely abysmal again. His career's just gone completely downhill, and he will not be joining West Ham, I don't believe, in the next window. Next one we do have is Joleon Lescott. Aston Villa season pretty much replicates how this player has been playing. He left West Bromwich Albion for Villa, and he's been poor. He's been very poor. He had the whole Twitter fiasco too, and he deserves to downgrade as long as Jules Okorie does too. It could have been Micah Richards, but I think Richards is, not had a bad season. But, you could put the whole Aston Villa back line in there, but Jules Okorie does deserve the downgrade too. Just not been that good. Aston Villa have been abysmal defending this season. Antonio Valencia does make the list in right midfield now. Again, I put his defending up, but he has just not featured that much this season. I don't know if it's due to injury. I'm not sure if he actually has been injured. I'm sure the Manchester United fans will let me know in the comment section down below, but a very poor one for him. And the last one I do have is Jose Enrique of Liverpool. Not getting much game time, played a couple of cup games this season under Jurgen Klopp, but I believe he will be leaving in the summer transfer window. Guys, that is going to bring an end to this video today. Here is the team, there's the subs. If you did enjoy today's video, as always, smash that like button, I'd very much appreciate it. If you are new around here and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button too. I hope you have a really nice day. Who do you think has been the worst signing of the season? Who do you think has been the worst performer of the season, considering by how rated they was on FIFA? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you have a really nice day, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.